What's up YouTube? A new app called Pokémon Quest was just released today, and in this video I'll be walking you through it. As you can see, it's a Mario style type of game where you progress through different expeditions, and at the end of each expedition you fight a boss. But instead of saving a princess, you get the opportunity to find more Pokemon. I already finished the tutorial, so we are starting just after that, but there all you do is choose between the 4 original starter Pokemon, Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Pokemon Yellow's Pikachu. As you can see, I chose Squirtle here. Squirtle was always my go-to Pokemon back in the day, and in this game, his HP and attack are even, so it's an all-around balanced Pokemon. On the bottom of the screen, you can see the Pokemon have 2 attacks to choose from. Squirtle starts with Tackle and Whirlpool. And the Pokemon icon in between the attacks not only indicate which Pokemon to choose from, but when a Pokemon dies, an icon of a Pokeball will appear and it will count down until a Pokemon is revived. On the bottom right hand of the screen is an icon with 3 arrows. All this button does is retrieve your Pokemon from the enemy Pokemon. This can come handy when you have a down Pokemon and need time for it to revive. On the bottom left is the auto button. All this button does is returns off your Pokemon's ability to do normal attacks automatically. I don't really see any reason why to turn it off, but maybe later into the game it will hold some benefits to having it off. In the top left we have a pause button which pauses the game obviously. Next to it though are 2 different counts. The one on the left shows how many power-ups you have collected, and the other shows how many resources you have collected. Both are picked up by killing Pokemon or destroying things like trees. I'll go into detail later about both. On the right there is a progression meter for the current expedition you're in. When you complete a wave, a check mark fills the bubble, and the final bubble is for the boss. The boss is a stronger type Pokemon, and it usually matches the type of Pokemon you've been facing throughout the waves. In this case, it was normal and psychic type Pokemon. Now that I have cleared the stage, I'll see my expedition results. Here I see how much XP each Pokemon has received. And here I'll see how many power-ups I've received and how many resources I received. In this case I received 1 sturdy stone and a variety of resources. Another feature to this game is the base camp. Here I have decorations, options, quests, Pokedex, edit team. That also shows the current team I'm using, and finally the expedition button. On the top I have my expedition bonus. To the left, which all that is once it fills up I get some sort of resource or prize, and my PM tickets on the right. This meter here just shows how many more expeditions I'm able to do. Right now I have 4 more that I can use. Once it reaches 0 I have to give it time to recharge or spend some sort of resource to recharge it. Next is decorations. Currently I have a prolific statue. Different decorations do different things. Some sort of perks. You can rotate the decoration, you can remove the decoration altogether, and place it wherever the blue squares pop up. I like to have it next to the cooking pot here, fixing it straight. Next we have options. That's just your basic option layout. You have music, sound effects, the option to turn off your push notifications, the ability to see the license for support. Nothing worth really going over in this game. Now we have quests. There are 2 different types of quests. You have your main quest and your challenge quests. The main quests are just the quests you can do throughout the entirety of the game. The challenge quests are things you complete and they refresh on a day-to-day basis. I received 1 challenge quest here, that's Team Strength. Click on it and I get 10 PM tickets. Next is the Pokedex. All this does is shows all the different type of Pokemon I've seen or captured, and so far in this game it's just the original 150 Pokemon, but I assume that will change as updates come and go. Now we have the edit team option. This is a more valuable option in the game. Here you can see your current team and all the Pokemon that you have captured or found. And you can go and click on the different Pokemon and see what their HP and their attack is ranked, or how many points it has. Here is training. You can use different Pokemon to level up other Pokemon. So for example, your supporting Pokemon is usually Pokemon that you have doubles of, and then here on the top right you place a Pokemon you want to level up. Once you level it up, the supporting Pokemon will go away. You can also do the same thing for move learning, and again the supporting Pokemon will go away after you update it. So it's wise to use Pokemon that you have doubles of. Example, I have 2 Growliths, so obviously I would use a weaker Growlithe to level up another Pokemon. Here is the individual Pokemon option. This is where the power-ups come in play. You can choose a power-up to stick to that Pokemon, and it will enhance it in some sort of way. For example, I have a Mighty Stone here, and it will increase the attack by 88 points. You click on the Pokemon, and it will show its overall stats. Next, once we back out of here, actually before we back out, we'll go over its ability to evolve. If you click this button here, it will turn on or off the Everstone. If you turn it off, then you'll stop its ability to evolve. That's about all to do in the edit team option. Lastly, I'll go over the actual stew pot here, which is pretty cool. All those resources that you collect, you place them in this pot in some sort of Minecrafty type of way, order it and arrange the resources in certain ways, and you'll find different types of Pokemon. Right now I have a recipe set up to where I find only fire type Pokemon. As the game progresses, you can also find different recipes to find different types of Pokemon, including legendary Pokemon. Well, that's the end of my video. Please comment below which Pokemon you have started with, and stay tuned for the next episode.